Shortly after attaining independence from Britain in 1960, Nigeria emerged as one of the most promising countries in the Southern Hemisphere. Her bright prospects soon earned her the reputation, the giant of Africa. Nigeria's strength is her vast and numerous human as well as natural resource endowments. With a population of more than 120 million people, Nigeria does not only account for almost 60% of West Africa's population of 210 million people, Nigeria is also the most populous African country. Indeed, 1 in every 5 black persons in the world is a Nigerian. Her citizens are renowned all over the world for their brilliance and enterprise in virtually all spheres of human endeavor. Nigeria's largely youthful population comprise well-educated, vibrant, and highly talented young men and women. Although the country is better known as the world's 6th largest producer of oil, Nigeria is fundamentally an agrarian country. Due to her rich vegetation and marine resources, as well as tropical climate, agricultural, livestock and fishing ventures thrive richly in the highly endowed country that is devoid of natural disasters. Beneath her soil also lie some of the world's most precious solid minerals. In spite of nature's generosity to Nigeria and some developmental strides that were made within the first 40 years of independence, Nigeria is yet to realize her potentials. Development experts have attributed the country's underperformance to Nigeria's military that ruled the country for 3 out of her almost 4.5 decades of existence as an independent nation-state. However, with Nigeria's return to democratic rule in 1999, under the leadership of the world-acclaimed statesman, President Olusegun Obasanjo, the giant of Africa has been placed on an irreversible path to prosperity.
Nigeria is a pivot point on which the future of all Africa and much of the world will turn. I am very glad that that country is in the hands of this leader today.
We have produced capable and experienced leaders in Africa who know how to handle its problem. And this is one of the key.
Since 1999, Nigeria's democratic government has embarked on a twin-track approach of internal reforms and a robust campaign strategy to market Nigeria internationally. The consensus is that the first 5 years of the country's new dispensation was devoted to the laying of a solid foundation for Nigeria's launch to greatness. Deliberate efforts have been made to foster political cohesion, while a number of domestic reforms are also being undertaken to rid the nation of corruption and other social vices. Security of life and property is accorded top priority. In order to aggressively combat corruption, the establishment of an anti-corruption commission was one of the first steps that were taken by the administration. A similar commission was also set up to deal with economic and financial crimes. The Nigeria police has been fundamentally restructured, while efforts at modernizing it have continued unabated. Consequently, the rate of violent crime has been on the decline. The task of reviving the nation's infrastructure is being squarely addressed as the administration is committed to the provision of necessary and adequate infrastructure for economic activities. In the area of public electricity supply, Nigeria's generating capacity has been increased by more than 100%, from 1,600 megawatts per day in 1999 to the current daily average of over 4,000 megawatts. New roads are being built all over the country, while existing ones are being efficiently maintained. In its bold determination to improve the living standards of its citizens, the overall management of the national economy has been invigorated. In the process, the economy is also being transformed to participate beneficially in the highly competitive global economy. Accordingly, the administration operates an economy that is market-oriented, private sector-led, as well as internally and globally competitive. Conscious of the fact that jump-starting the depressed Nigerian economy which it inherited has to be investment-driven, the government has continued to enunciate and implement investment-friendly incentives and policies that are aimed at increasing the leadership role of the private sector in the operation of the national economy, as well as improving Nigeria's investment climate. For instance, the Investment Promotion Act has been amended to allow for 100% foreign ownership of enterprises, while a one-stop investment processing agency, the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, has been restructured to enable it effectively discharge its mandate. In its bid to fundamentally transform Nigeria's industrial sector, the Bank of Industry, which is a new commercially oriented development finance institution that operates under sound management and banking principles, was established with a mandate to finance industries that are competitive locally and internationally. In appreciation of the universally accepted fact that small businesses are the driving force of many prosperous economies, the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency was recently established. Considerable time, energy and resources have been invested to market the far-reaching transformations in Nigeria to the international community and potential foreign investors whose support and understanding are vital to the successful revival of the national economy.
We have to woo the private investors. We have to appeal to them. We have to induce them. We are more of a gas country than an oil country. Secondly, we have solid mineral. The solid mineral sector of our resources have barely been untapped. Then, of course, there is manufacturing. There is manufacturing. A market of 120 million going to be about 210 million. You cannot say it's a small market. All that needs to be done is to have empowerment for those people.
In appreciation of these laudable developments, the international community's perception of Nigeria has improved considerably. It is in the light of this that Nigeria has, more than at any time in its history, played host to world leaders as well as potential investors who have in recent years visited the country to check out the new-look Nigeria. It is indeed noteworthy that 2 serving presidents of the United States of America visited Nigeria within 2 years. The significant positive responses to the wind of change blowing across Nigeria have been manifested by the increase in local and foreign direct investments since 1999. These are obvious signs of the rising confidence in Nigeria amongst Nigerians as well as foreign investors. The communication sector has recorded the highest inflow of foreign investments. By some accounts, more than $4 billion has been invested in the sector by foreign private telephone companies since 2001, when the Global System of Mobile Communication, GSM, was launched in Nigeria. Going by the overwhelming positive market response to the services provided and the business plans of the GSM firms, fresh investments in the region of another $4 billion are being contemplated over the next few years. This huge volume of investments has resulted in an unprecedented leap in the number of phone lines in Nigeria, from less than 500,000 in 1999 to more than 6 million in 2004. This has brought about a corresponding enhancement of Nigeria's teledensity, which currently stands at 1 telephone line to 20 persons. This is more than 5-fold the International Telecommunications Union standard of 1 telephone line to 100 persons. In the petroleum sector, efforts at realizing Nigeria's full potentials as more of a gas-producing country have been intensified. Aside from the completion of the 3rd train of the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas Company, final investment decisions have been taken on the 4th and 5th trains, which on completion could rank Nigeria as the world's 3rd largest producer of natural gas. Due to these successes, plans for 3 new LNG projects are underway, and the nation is well on course to achieving its zero gas flaring target by 2008. Between 2002 and 2003, close to $1 billion was committed to Nigeria's LNG project by international finance institutions, which is a manifestation of the global community's rising confidence in Nigeria. In keeping with the administration's commitment to reducing the dominance of the public sector in the economy, the implementation of Nigeria's privatization and commercialization program has been rejuvenated. As a result of these fundamental reforms and fresh investments in various sectors, as well as the rehabilitation, expansion, diversification, and modernization of existing enterprises, the growth rate of the Nigerian economy has been on the rise from 2.8% in 1998 to a spectacular double-digit peak performance of 10% in 2003. In the process, manufacturing capacity utilization doubled from 25% in 1998 to almost 50% in 2003. Indeed, some subsectors, such as pharmaceuticals, recorded more than 80% capacity utilization within the period. The subsector has also continued to record fresh foreign direct investments. This factory was promoted by a Nigerian pharmacist who practices in the United States of America.
We have the skills. I've been working in the pharmaceutical industry in the U.S. for about 19 years. I have the experience. It's about time we Nigerians overseas, we make it for Americans. We produce it for them to use. Why can't we do it the same thing in Nigeria? I love what the current president is doing. We have to support him. We are better off today than we were 4 or 5 years ago.
Some economists contend that the more than 30% increase that was recorded in Nigeria's non-oil exports between 2001 and 2002, and which was sustained in 2003, is by far the strongest indication that the real sector of the economy is performing beyond expectations. This has been attributed to the liberalized economic environment and improvements in physical infrastructure. On the diplomatic front, Nigeria, which prior to 1999 was a pariah nation, has been fully reintegrated into the Committee of Nations. The country now plays active and leadership roles in the world, as evidenced by President Obasanjo's emergence as the chairman of the African Union, the Group of 77, and chairperson of the Commonwealth Heads of States and Government. Nigeria also presides over the Heads of States Implementation Committee of the new Partnership for Africa's Development. The rising level of optimism about Nigeria was bolstered by the civilian-to-civilian general elections that were successfully held in 2003. All hopes are that the world's most populous black nation would consolidate on her recent achievements and, in league with her international development partners, accelerate the highly promising country's leap to greater heights. Observers are of the view that it is in the light of these expectations and improved perception that Nigeria has also been awarded the hosting rights of major international events. In 2003, Nigeria successfully hosted the 8th All-Africa Games, the meeting of the Commonwealth Heads of States and Government, and the Leon Sullivan Summit. In the same streak, Nigeria has concluded arrangements to host in Abuja the 15th International Conference on Small and Medium Enterprises, ICSME, from July 19 to 22, 2004. This is the first time that the conference, which is an annual event of the World Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, is being held in Africa. Since September 2003, when the 14th edition of the conference took place in Israel, global attention shifted to Nigeria as the next host. In the last 10 months, Nigerian and Wasme officials embarked on a strong marketing campaign to mobilize participation at the conference that had its scope expanded to include an investment forum, enterprise networking, and an exhibition of SME products, machinery, and crafts. In the process, various fora were addressed in different parts of the world where quality promotional materials were circulated.
I think the people committed to the next meeting, to the next conference, are doing an excellent job. To me, it was a great surprise to see the video because I could have an idea of how much is being done in Nigeria and how great the country is nowadays, and I think you guys are able to have a wonderful event, and I'm looking forward to be there.
I'm definitely coming to Abuja. Not only coming to Abuja, but I'm intending to present a paper on technology transfer because I see that that's one of your areas of focus. You know, one thing that I picked up in your brochure, which was very exciting to me, is that for the first time I see a conference that is inviting other countries to come and share their experiences. I see you inviting Brazil, inviting South Africa, you're inviting a number of countries, and some of these developing countries. I think that's a very positive feature, where you're inviting people to come and talk about their experiences. And I see that you're actually mixing people who have longer experiences and people who have shorter experiences. South Africa has got a relatively short experience. I think that's going to be very, very fascinating to see the deliberations on that particular aspect in this conference.
I was impressed by the video presentation this afternoon. To be honest, I didn't know that much about your country, but of course you know about a lot of oil, etc. But I think it gave a very good impression of your country. And if I would be in a position to visit that conference, and I hope so, I will be. It would be a very nice opportunity. Because I think it's very important that also in those parts of the world this kind of conferences are held, and that people from all over the world come together and to discuss the problems and the opportunities for small business.
The video did Africa proud in that it brought the magnificent nature of Africa. It showed the extent to which Nigeria has done in terms of hosting other conferences, and the preparedness with which you are ready with your central organizing committee, the extent to which you have exhibited involvement of other stakeholders in the preparation of this world event. It showed that the facilities around Abuja are sufficient to host this kind of conference, and indeed the series of other similar events that have been lined up for hosting within Nigeria were shown. We as Africans, we are very, very proud that Wasme, 15th conference of Wasme will be in Africa, in Nigeria. And we think it will be a success. The leader of our delegation from Kenya has already given his commitment that Kenya will be represented. And we look forward to greater cooperation in the SME development.
The printing and distribution of the brochures, the showing of the film, it has helped correct many misimpressions about Nigeria. It has told people about the new policies, the friendly regime, the potential in Nigeria. Above all, it has fired the imagination of people that have participated in this conference from all parts of the world.
There was a lot of skepticism as to our readiness to host this. But all that was dispelled when our brochures, our flyers, and more importantly, when the video clip on Nigeria was shown. Clearly, the mood changed. There's a great deal of optimism. A lot of people had some doubts as to not just simply our ability to host the Wasme 2004, but also to present a package that will surpass what we've seen here have changed their minds. The Secretary General did confirm that he was pleasantly surprised, and clearly he has a lot more confidence in our ability to put up a very, very successful 2004 Wasme conference. Of course, all this we must attribute to the success of the marketing effort. I believe that we did put in quite a lot of effort to market Nigeria, to showcase Nigeria, to present our readiness to host 2004, and I think the verdict is clearly that of success, and I'm quite delighted about that.
Within Nigeria, the broadcast and print media were also employed to sensitize Nigerians on the global event.
Since 1999, Nigeria has attracted positive global attention. From this rebirth, it has hosted many world leaders and international events. The Leo Sullivan Summit was a statement of our uniqueness as the melting point of Africans. The 8th All-Africa Games were also a tribute to Nigeria's sporting prowess. Then Chogam, a testimony of the world's renewed confidence in democratic Nigeria and its economic reform agenda. And now, as a manifestation of this administration's faith in small and medium enterprises, SMEs, Nigeria again beckons the world as she hosts the 15th International Conference on SMEs in collaboration with the World Association of SMEs.
The conference website and email, as well as those of the Bank of Industry that were publicized significantly, stimulated national and global interest in the 15th ICSME. The website, that is also linked to a number of other sites, is visited more than 300 times daily, while not less than 35 mails are received on a daily basis. Some were from Nigerians in the diaspora. From all indications, the conference is expected to attract more than 600 participants from virtually all continents of the world. In view of the remarkable positive attention that Nigeria has generated since 1999, hundreds of participants who would be converging on Abuja would also be coming to check out the new-look Nigeria, the giant of Africa, and the rapidly emerging development phenomenon of the 21st century that has become the cynosure of all eyes since 1999.